immigration in Goa. This is the first time we are opening up a full-out Canadian immigration firm for especially Goans that have not been too open about going to Canada. Canada is going to be a very big destination coming up for all the Indian students and also Goan students that are looking to go migrate to Canada and find better jobs and better education. There's been a lot of people that have approached me from Goa when I did not have an office here regarding how they can go to Canada, and I'm here to help people that are looking to go to Canada with the best possible opportunities. I've been living in Canada for about 22 years myself. Since grade 10, I had graduated from India and went to Canada on an immigrant basis. I've done my education in Canada. I've been working very diligently in different fields in Canada, so I have a lot of experience with the Canadian immigration system as well. We had an office in Hyderabad, which had started about 3 years ago, and now we are expanding our office from Hyderabad to Goa. Then there's other destinations, but Goa is very close to our heart because the people in Goa speak very good English compared to other students that I have dealt with. And there's a lot of good students in Goa that are not getting the right opportunity with the right sort of guidance. So we are here to help people get the right guidance on getting proper immigration, proper student visas, and proper work permits to Canada. Canada is very open to a lot of good students that can speak English. So we are here to help people that have graduated from second year all the way down till PhDs. The second part of this consultancy is also about IELTS training and digital marketing. So we will be the one and only consultancy in Goa that will be providing IELTS training for a lot of students at a very minimal cost, and getting them to get IELTS ready for not just Canada but also other countries. There's 175,000 students that go to Canada on a yearly basis from India, and there's a very small percentage, maybe not even 1% of them are from Goa. So we want to increase that number because Canada is looking to diversify the amount of students that are coming in. It's not about just bringing in students, also about diversifying the Indian population in Canada. There's a lot of good universities, good colleges that offer scholarships. They offer free residence on good basis for students. Canada is a very multicultural country, and Goans have grown up around different religions and different communities and different areas, so they know exactly how to mingle up very quickly. That is why I think Goans will very quickly settle up a very nice community in Canada. Is there any questions that you guys have?
This office, what will it deal with exactly? What related to the Canadian citizens?
Canadian citizens?
Or will it help the Canadian citizens in any way in terms of their visa?
No, there's an embassy for helping Canadian citizens. We help people that want to go to Canada, right? So if you're a local from Goa or even anywhere else in India or anywhere else in the world, we help people get to Canada in the best possible way, in the easiest way. See, the biggest problem is a lot of people do not have the right information about Canada and they don't have the right guidance. My whole company, all my staff is from Canada. So all of us were immigrants at one point. We have been through all the struggles that other people have not seen yet. So with personal experience, we know exactly how to help people at the right levels. From finding them the best colleges, to getting them the best residency around the colleges, helping them get good jobs, job ready resumes, everything we had done from the scratch. Right? So I had gone to Canada when I was 15 years old. So I have gotten my education from Canada. I worked from my starting years all the way down. Right? So it's not about helping Canadians in India, it's about helping Indians get to Canada in the right way. Are there any other questions?
So, which students you are looking for?
So any student that has graduated from intermediate all the way up to PhD, from age 16, 17 all the way up to like 27. So they can, if someone wants to go to Canada and do their bachelor's after intermediate, we can help them. If someone has completed their post-secondary education, like their engineering, BBA, BCom, BTech, we can help them get a master's program or a post-graduation diploma in Canada. So there's no certain thing that we're only helping these sort of students. It's anyone that has graduated from grade 12 all the way up.
How much you charge?
There's no consultancy fee for students.
Okay. And others who employ?
Immigration, there's different prices for different services that we provide. I cannot give you a general
But
price.
minimum and maximum, any?
Minimum in the sense, it all depends on the kind of files we get, right? If someone has 8777 in IELTS and they have about 3 years management experience and all of that, then definitely, the price will change. If someone does not have that threshold requirement, then it'll be different, right? There's no set price for the consultancy for immigration basis and immigration basis and work permit basis. For students, there's no fee.
What's the designation here?
What is my designation? I'm the
Yeah.
president of the company.
Okay, your name?
Syed Askari.
Related to job, what all kind of job you provide?
We don't provide jobs. What we do is, if someone has a good resume, we forward that into a network that we have created in Canada ourselves, and then we get them to, first of all, we get the candidate to get job ready. We're getting them a proper resume built, because resumes built in India are completely different than the resumes that the Canadian organizations are looking for. Number two is the job ethics. We teach them the job ethics that are required in Canada. Number three is we help them get into the systems properly, because anyone can tell you we'll help you get a job, but all they do is they take your resume and they post it online. That is not going to help you. But we have a network of different organizations that are looking for different people. So right now in Canada, and Goa is the best destination for this right now, is because everyone is into hospitality in Goa. Canada is looking for a lot of people from hospitality. There's a lot of good nurses that come out of Goa. There's a lot of good doctors that come out of Goa. There's a lot of chefs that come out of Goa. There's a lot of hospitality staff that are like Goans, have grown up with hospitality. They're born with hospitality. I've never had any Goan that has said no to me for anything I've asked for so far. They try to help me as much as they can. So hospitality is always there. Customer service is very good in Goa, right? So everything that is required in Canada is already here. It's about mining it out in the proper way and bringing it out.
So you feel that by setting up this particular, in the way you're helping, that Canada would accept the Indian students there, because there's some diplomatic ties between Canada and India?
Canada already accepts about 200,000 students on a yearly basis, right? But now they're trying to diversify. Diversify in the sense that a lot of students that go to Canada are from the northern part of India. Not too many southern people go to Canada because they don't have the right guidance, right? Because the communities in Canada have already been settled for 100 years. But southern communities have not settled down in Canada yet.
So you are also doing job placement?
We do help people with job placement, but it all depends on the requirement of what the companies in Canada are looking for. So right now there's a very big requirement for for chefs, truckers, bakers. They need a lot of people from different backgrounds. So if someone has the experience, they have the English proficiency, then we help them get to that job.
What about management?
Pardon me?
What about management?
Management is a very big field, so that falls under O category in the immigration system. So if someone has experience managing a company or managing a restaurant or managing a business of any sort, as far as they have that tag of management for over 3 years, then they will be looked at first than a person that has just graduated or has been working as a supervisor.
These placements are only for the students who study there, or
No. So there's two different types of immigration that happens. There's student-based immigration, which is temporary visa first and then PR. And then there's people that go directly on PR. Right? So student-based immigration, you have to study in Canada, you have to work there for a certain amount of time, you have to get the English proficiency skills, and then you have to apply for your permanent residency. The second step is directly applying for permanent residency with the help of people that already know what is happening there. So if there's a requirement for a certain field, they'll bring you in.
How many offices do you have in India?
In India, we currently have 2 offices that are fully operational, and we have a satellite office in Delhi. Because, as I said, diversification, out of the 175,000 students that go to Canada, about 100,000 are from North India. 150,000.
This is the third or second one?
This is the second full-fledged, and there's a satellite office in Delhi, and we have our head office in Canada.
compared to other countries, what about in Canada? The education fees?
Fees.
Here,
There's different fee structures for different education institution. If you're looking for a 1-year program, the fee can vary from $20,000 all the way up to $25,000. But depends on the college you're going for, the amount of bursaries or the scholarships that you're getting. But the fee structure in Canada is almost the same as the fee structure anywhere else in the world. Compared to Australia, New Zealand, England, America, I think Canada is a lot cheaper than America to begin with. But the rest of the countries, Canada has the same prices for all the colleges.
And for this office, how many people have recruited? That's what it is. How many Goans have everyone in Canada?
The Goan community, you mean?
Yeah.
Is there, like, you mean the amount of Goans that have been
Goans
there?
in Canada.
There's not too many Goans in Canada. The reason being is they didn't have the right guidance to go to Canada. There's a very sizable community of Goans in Portugal and Goans in UK. But UK is not offering citizenship. Canada is saying that if you come study here and you do good work, you'll get a citizenship.
How long this visa take to process?
For a student visa, the time frame is about 40 days if you fall under the SDS program. If you're a non-SDS student, they'll take you 12 weeks to process the visa. If you have all your degrees, your transcripts, everything ready, and you have made the payment to the colleges and GIC, it only takes 40 days. If you have not done that, then it'll take 12 weeks.
Is it necessary to have a citizenship of Canada, the person who is going for a job or something?
You don't get citizenship for Canada right away. You don't have to be a citizen of Canada to work in Canada. If that is what the question is. If you are an Indian citizen and you're looking to go to Canada on a work permit, you're completely allowed.
Now, when the admission started?
There's 3 different intakes for Canada. There's a January intake, which is called the winter intake. Then there's a fall intake, which is there's a summer intake, which starts in May. And then there's a fall intake that starts in September. So there's 3 intakes from 2 colleges in Canada. Each semester is 4 months. Unlike India, where each semester is 6 months, in Canada, each semester is 4 months. So there's 3 intakes. The biggest intake is September. That is where the bulk of the students will go to Canada. And then winter and fall intakes are a little smaller.
It means this is a call from you for the students who want to go to Canada.
Not just students, also people that are looking to migrate to Canada, people that are looking to go get a job in Canada, people that want to go even visit Canada at that level.
So you all will help them in all the formalities here.
Yes, definitely.
Everything.
Yes,
In your getting the visa and getting.
everything.
What are the visa fees like?
There's different visa fees for different types of visas.
Professional?
You have to pay the government fees, which I believe is, there's different types of government fees as well. We have a whole list of that. I can give you that after the press conference. I'll give you the list of government fees that you have to pay. And then the rates usually fluctuate because of the currency exchange. I cannot give you a set figure, but under $1,000, let's say, for the government fee. You can go on my website, mycanadavisas.com, or you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. I'll give you guys my numbers as well. You can directly call my office, and if I'm going to be the person consulting most of these students anyways, so they can go online, fill out a registration form, and then I can give them a time and date on when they can come in and meet at the best possible and the quickest way possible.